Hi there, thank you for purchasing Stories Edition banners. My name is Alex, and in this video I am going to show you what's inside the pack, how you can use the banners, and how you can use the social media cheat sheet that we made for you. So let's get started. When you download the files, here is what you're going to get. You'll get 3 PSD files, 1 PDF file, and the video tutorial you're watching right now. 2 PSD files containing 40 different banners each, as well as 1 PSD file containing social media cheat sheet that we made for you. To open up the banners, just double click the PSD file and banners 2. So as you can see, if I do Ctrl+0 to zoom in a little bit closer and Ctrl+H to hide the grid, you will see that there is a white layer on top of both banners 1 and banners 2. Just go to your right to your layers panel, and as you can see it says right here, delete this layer. Just click delete on your keyboard to delete it, and banners are underneath these white layers. If I zoom in a little bit closer, you will see that it says delete this layer right here and right here. So again, just click delete. We did this in order for file size to remain small. For some reason, if you put a completely white layer on top of everything in Photoshop, it reduces the size approximately by half. So there is a top tip for you right there. So if I zoom in a little bit closer, you can see that both in files banners 1 and banners 2, numbers go from 1 to 40 for both files, and there is a grid that we saved in case you want to use it for your next project. If I click one of these banners, let me just show you their structure. If I open up the folder on the right, you will see another folder containing text, which is this text right here. There is a frame, which is, if I just hide it, it's this frame right here. There is an image and background. Each background is marked BG and each image is marked IMG. We did this in order for again, file sizes to remain small, and because it's a sort of universal way of naming your files, especially in web design. So let me just walk you through the structure of this banner, for example. If I open up the folder, you will see the text, how to choose perfect wine, the text below that. There is a box containing effect. If I double click this layer, you will see that effect is drop shadow. To change the drop shadow or remove it, just click here where it says drop shadow. You can uncheck it to remove the effect altogether, or check it, and then go here and you can change the distance, the spread, the size, blending mode, angle of the shadow, and so on. So if I just go right here, for example, you can see I'm reducing the opacity. I'll bring it back to 50%, click OK, and there is a frame. Frames are made from shape layers. So if I press A on the keyboard and go right here, you will see that this frame is empty. As you can see here on the top, fill is crossed. To fill it up with color, just click here, and you can choose the color. For example, let's choose a white one, and it is now filled, but I don't want it to be filled. I want it to be empty. So again, press A on your keyboard, or go right here to the left and press direct selection tool. Go up here to fill and just click this. Now it's empty. And as for the stroke, you can just click right here, click for the color, and you can change the color, or go right here and paste your hex code if you have it. And here you can change the thickness of the stroke. Right now it's on 2 points, but if I select, for example, 9, press enter or return, you can see that it's now thicker. So again, A, click right here, go to enter or return, and that's it. we made all the images using clipping masks. So clipping masks assure that images are staying in the position of the background. So backgrounds are all 685 pixels by 800 pixels. That's how we made them, and they are created on the 12 column grid. So if I click Control H on the keyboard or Command H, you will see that there are 6 columns each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns each, and the other one as well. And if I do again Control Shift to hide the grid, so again this background is 685 by 800. Let me just close this. If you want to create a completely new banner from scratch, what you need to do is go up here to File, New, and select your dimensions. Let's use 800 by 800. Press OK. Double click this background layer to unlock it. Let me call it BG. Press Enter or Return. Click the same banner, for example, drag and drop. What I did there, let me just go back by doing Control or Command Z. I used Move tool. Just press V on your keyboard or go right here to the top left. Click the banner you want and hold your left mouse click, drag and drop. Now what you need to do is click Control and click here in this white square. Again, press V on your keyboard for Move tool to be selected. Press this middle one and this middle one. Now what this does is this one positions it vertically, and this one positions it horizontally. Click Control D to deselect everything. And now as you can see, because original banners are 685 by 800 and this new banner is 800 by 800, so a complete square, ideal for Instagram, for example. You can do two things. You can either press Control H and then do Shift Alt click and resize the entire banner. Press Enter or Return, or let me do Command Z to go back. You can just select image and background. To do that, click the image layer, click Control and click. Again, Shift Alt click and just resize the background image, so frame stays the same. If you want to make the frame smaller, click the frame and again Shift Alt click to resize it, Enter or Return to confirm. Or if you want to make this text box bigger, for example, again Shift Alt click and make it bigger or smaller, however you like. And if you want to replace the background image, what you need to do is click here where it says IMG, click Delete, go up here to File, Open, and select the new image that you would like to include. I will use this one, for example. Click Open. Again, with the Move tool selected, click here on the image, drag and drop. Now because it's bigger, what you need to do is click Control Alt space and click. Again, click Control, click right here in this white square, click V on your keyboard with a new image selected, go up here to middle and to middle, Control D to deselect. Now obviously it's much bigger than our original size for our banner. Now click Shift Alt click to resize it. Just drag and that's it. Now click Control space to zoom, or Control 0 to zoom right in on the image. Position it a little bit better. And just click and hold Shift to drag it evenly. And let's say I will use it right here. Press Enter to confirm. You can press C for the crop tool, or go right here and press enter or return, and enter or return one more time to confirm. Now if I press V, you will see image fits perfectly to our background. And that's it. If you want to change the text, for example, click T on your keyboard or click right here. Click here to select everything. You can click Ctrl A, or if you want to just edit the text as it is, you can say, I don't know how to choose, perfect office, for example, and enter or return. And that's it. Your completely new banner is ready to go. Now the only thing that's left for me to show you is the social media cheat sheet. To open up the file, just double click it. Social media cheat sheet contains all the major social networks except for LinkedIn, and it's, if I zoom in a little bit closer, it's made from smart objects. So for example, for Facebook, in this instance, there is a profile image, post image, and cover image. To edit this, just double click here to open it up and click delete to delete this text. And now it's ready for you to paste your banner right here. If I go up here to image size, you will see that sizes are generally quite small. We took all of these sizes from the original websites. What you can do is cheat the system and go double in size. What that does is gives you more space to work with and therefore more quality, while retaining the original aspect ratio that the social network recommends. So in this example, we will use 1008, press enter or return, Control 0 to unzoom it a little bit more, go right here to banners 2, and we will continue with the same banner we were using. Or no, let's choose another one. Let's choose this one, for example. So with the move tool selected, let me do Control Z, move tool selected, click, drag, and drop. Now again, Control, click right here in this square, press V to select the move tool, this middle one and this middle one. Control D to deselect everything. Click Shift, Alt, and click to resize it to about here. Press enter or return, and now open up the folder by clicking this little arrow right here. Now this banner has color overlay. If I click this little eye right here, you can see original image is sort of black and white, and we placed the color overlay. What that is just a simple shape layer, which is this right here. And if I just drag it, you can see it does the same thing. Let me click delete. Now on this shape layer, we just reduced the size to 80%, so you can see the image underneath it. So click, hold shift, and click the BG to select all three in this instance. In some instances there is only two, IMG and BG, but right here there is a color overlay. Press V to select move tool. Again, shift, alt, click, and drag to resize the image a little bit. Now click shift, for example, and just nudge it down a little bit so we can see this woman behind. Now you can see in this banner, for example, there is an empty space right here. What we did is just let me click this text folder and open it up and click frame. There is a layer mask on top of it. So if I press this square right here to select the layer mask and press B on my keyboard, or go right here to the brush tool, let me do right click to select a little bit bigger brush. If I paint black, it hides the frame. Let me do Control Z to go back, and if I do X or go right here to these arrows and paint white, it reveals the frame. Let me do Control Z to go back one more time. Again, if you want to change this background image, what you need to do is click where it says image, click delete. You can leave it like this or open and just open a new image. Press V to select the move tool, click, drag and drop. Now obviously this image is quite large. Let me do Control Alt space click to unzoom. Click Control, click right here, press V, middle one and middle one, Control D to deselect, Shift Alt click to scale it down, press Enter or return, Control 0, and you can do Shift and right arrow key to move it down, and there you have it. Your new banner is ready to go. Now to save this, you can do Control S, but it will just keep this size if I do that. So Control S, go back right here. You can see because we made it bigger and increase its size, it's not the best idea to save it like this. So let me do Control Z to go back. What you need to do is when you are right here, click File, Save As, and then choose the location where you want to save your new banner and the file format of your new banner. It's usually either PNG or JPEG. Thanks again for purchasing and thank you for watching. If you have any questions, contact us through our shop, and until next time, have a sweet day.